Why do you end up overeating at night when you've been good all day? I get asked this question all the time, so let me give you the answer. By the way, I'm an eating psychology coach. My name's Rachel. I've been doing this for 14 years and I used to be very messed up with food myself. Okay, are we ready? First of all, lovely one, the way that you're asking the question gives me a massive clue into the way that your brain's thinking. Because you've been good all day. When we try and have a perfect relationship with food, do you know what happens? It ends up backfiring because we've now turned eating into this moral issue around being good or being bad. And I hate to break this to you, but food is not a moral topic. Food is actually just food. Diet culture has trained your brain in a very different way though. So what you mean by having been good all day is that you have been sticking to the food rules, you've probably been restricting yourself, you've probably been saying no to things that you might have wanted to eat but you felt bad for doing so, and now you've got this moral dilemma in your head, trying to be good, but now you've ended up being bad. So that in itself is actually part of the issue. Now, when it comes to overeating, it can be possibly because of some of those reasons that I've just mentioned. You might have been restricting yourself throughout the day. Or you've been making yourself eat food that you don't really enjoy and your brain has gotten to the end of the day and gone, oh my God, give me some pleasure. And we all know that food can be pleasurable. And then once you start eating something that gives you pleasure, but in your brain you've deemed it as being bad, what happens? You end up losing all control, which then makes you feel worse. You then feel guilty, maybe a little bit ashamed of yourself. And then eating psychology-wise, that actually can trigger binge behavior, i.e. going into full-blown out of control overeating mode. I remember those days well. And then another reason why this can happen is because you've actually not been eating enough during the day. Now listen, in my world, we don't do anything to do with tracking, we don't measure, we don't talk about portion control. It's all around brain-based behavior. However, it is also not uncommon in the work that I do for people to kind of undereat significantly throughout the day because they're trying to be good, and by the time the evening comes round, their brain's gone into starvation mode, and any kind of food that's now available, your brain goes into that hypervigilant mindset of, oh my God, I'm starving, I need to eat more. And then that again can trigger binge/overeating behavior. So let me know below this video whether that's something that you experience way too often. You end up overeating at night when you have been good all day. Let me know with a yes, because I may have something to help you. Oh, and by the way, make sure that you're following. I've got loads of tips, advice and suggestions on all of this stuff. And I think at the minute, the link in my bio might also be a free workshop series. So go and check that out.